Hey guys, today is Thursday, September 24th, 2020. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the time frame from September 30th to October 2nd. However, I want to issue a very, very high warning for people living in Hawaii for October 1st. And I want to show you why. So this scene in iPad Goat 2, when Obama laughs, Obama being from Hawaii, or at least so they say, we see the LOL here, and this could also represent the number 101. Looking in the past, after iPad Goat 2 released, we see several events relating to the number 101. The New York blackout, which happened on 10/10 on the Hebrew calendar, the Vegas shooting on 10/1, 2017. There was another college shooting on 10/1 back in 2015, which killed 10. Sandy Hook was actually on 10/1 on the Hebrew biblical 10th month. So their current 10th month on the Hebrew calendar is Tammuz, and that was last year on 10/1 we had the California earthquake, the largest earthquake in California in 20 years. We had the Dallas police officer shootings on 10/1 on the Hebrew calendar back in 2016, killing, I think, 5 police officers. We had the Paradise, California fires on the Chinese lunar calendar 10/1. Then looking back, we also had the Columbine shooting, the number 10/1 rearranged, 110, the 110th day. Also, the BP oil spill was on 4/20, the 110th day. Even 9/11 had those numbers encoded in it because the Trade Center towers were both 110 stories high. So now the part that gets really interesting. Since iPad Goat 2 seems to be their playbook, it's only natural to look at the release date of iPad Goat 2 to a possible target date. And again, I always talk about that number 322 that they use. And we see that 10/1 will be 3,022 days apart from its release date. That's what the end date included. So that's why I also included 10/2, because that's the actual 3,022 days. And that also makes me think of event 201, because we have that's 201 backwards. So something else I talked about is reversing the dates. Back on March 16th, we had a 3,000 point crash in the Dow. And if you reverse the dates with the iPad Goat 2, you get exactly 3,022 days. Now look at this. Hawaii became a state August 21st, 1959. It will be 22,322 days apart. I always say 1, 3, and multiple 2s is the code. And we have a big 322 connection to the date that Hawaii became a state. So remember the false the false missile alert in Hawaii back on January 13th, 2018? Well, 10/1 on the Hebrew calendar, Tishri 13, that's 113. This can also be 7 or 7th month, but on the current calendar, Tishri is their first month, so 113. So we have a connection there. And there was also a false tsunami alert in Hawaii, which you might have not have heard of, and that happened on September 18th. They say it was from a police exercise. It was triggered, but we have a matching September 18th with the Julian calendar, so that's really interesting. Hawaii equals 51 in Gematria. And the numerology of 10/1 is 51. if you add 10 plus 1 plus 20 plus 20. So Hawaii's most devastating tsunami came from an earthquake in Alaska, the Aleutian Islands, on April Fool's Day. Well, April Fool's Day is the 91st day of the year. 10/1 leaves 91 days remaining in the year. I also found it interesting, I'll just show you right here, that it's 2,322 weeks after Apple was founded. I've talked about Apple, the connections with the stock market crash, and I look for connections with Apple ever since I've seen the apple splitting an iPad Go 2 and the girl dropping the apple. So, and Apple was also founded on April Fool's Day. Now, you guys, this is something totally different, but still, it's relevant. The way the numbers add up or line up here. So you guys probably remember, or most of you have heard about the magic number 7 speech given by Christine Lagarde, head of the IMF. Interestingly, this has 77 likes, but I'll play a little bit
Now
of
I'm going
this.
to test your numerology skills by asking you to think about the magic 7. Okay? Most of you will know that 7 is quite a number in all sorts of themes, religions, and...
Okay, I'm not going to play the whole speech, but I just wanted to show you guys, you know, they're giving a code. He's talking about the magic number 7. That speech was given in 2014. 7 years later is 2021, and actually that's the year that I think maybe our economy will totally collapse. But, however, I just happened to look at Christine Lagarde's birth date. Well, she was born on January 1st, 1956. To October 1st, it will be exactly 777 months. So maybe that's why she was picked to give the speech. Because of her birthday. I don't know, but it's very interesting. I put this in here because 11 years, 11 months, and 9 days, dates reversed since the Large Hadron Collider was first turned on. And we also have a connection with CERN's symmetry video. 232 weeks and 2 days, 322 code. And in this video, they do the dance of destruction, the same dance that they do in iPad Go 2. So that's what I have for October 1st. It's not my only date that I'm looking at for Hawaii, but it could be one of those really large events that we're waiting for, or we're expecting to happen. Another thing, the reason why I talked about September 30th is because the first emergency number was the 999 emergency number established in the UK. Well, this happens to be 999 months after that was established. And just the date of September 30th, you have the 93. So everybody talks about that number 923, what's going from 9 to 3. So like TO, so you could talk about the number 93 or the number 923. They're both equally important. In fact, the stock market decline this month began on 9/3. The stock market decline in the 1929 crash began on 9/3. There was Flight 93 on 9/11 that crashed. So, and we also have the Escape from New York movie. I don't really think this is going to be the tsunami date that people have been trying to predict for New York, but it could be for Hawaii, or at least October 1st. So, we'll see what happens, but the stock market has definitely been declining significantly this month. And I always say to watch the stock market because that's going to be a precursor to a large event. So, alright, guys, I'll talk to you guys next time.